Today we'll be discussing the two most anticipated hip-hop albums, and we'll also be talking about some conspiracy theories.
We will also be going around the net, talking the latest and the hottest tech, and of course, announcing the MCE giveaway. But first, what happens next in this video?
In fear of his dog getting hurt, the man in plaid runs to help. Kangaroo Jack suddenly lets go of the dog and both of them get into a Mortal Kombat stance. So what happens next? A. Kangaroo Jack whips out the gloves and opens a can of whoop-ass. B. The man in plaid punches Kangaroo Jack and walks away. Or C. Both stare into each other's eyes and the dog comes back and does a fatality on both of them.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome to the crossover. I'm Jesse Valdez, alongside with Eric Mateos, and we're plugging you into everything that matters. So let's tell them, what's this show about? What does Media Crossover Entertainment have to offer?
Offers everything that revolves around the world, like sports, movies, cars, music, anything that you could think of pretty much. We'll be talking and discussing about it here.
And it's going to be sweet because it's literally everything. It's everything that matters, right? So, I mean, you're either going to really like the show or you might not like the show. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a twist. This is the first show, so it's not going to be ideally what the image is, but hopefully you have a fun ride while we create episode by episode.
Okay, now, going next into the kangaroo video, what happens next?
That was the most awkward. It works. It worked.
It works, fuck it. Just leave it in there.
But all is not as it seems. The big buck actually has hold of the dog, not the other way around. As Greg runs in, we realise this could get dangerous.
Let it go, dogs, let's go. Now the dog's coming.
Well, we're not sure what's going on here, but the Roo has the dog, not the other way around. Max calmly waits for his owner to come and help. The buckaroo sees the odds stacking against him and tries to gut the dog with his claws one last time. His powerful arms anchor the dog by the breastplate as Max doubles his efforts to escape. Finally, the Roo switches his attention to Tonks and sizes up the human to be his next victim. Tonks gives the kangaroo his space, but the cranky buck comes forward, ready to attack. To save himself, he launches a right hand to the kangaroo's snout. The punch swivels the Roo's head as he throws his claws out to grapple and gouge. Then they eye each other off. Tonks makes the right decision again and backs off, leaving the buck stunned as to what has just taken place. He continues to stand his ground, like he has done many times before when fighting for breeding rights against other big boomers like himself. He eyes off Tonks again, possibly contemplating some revenge for the clip on the snoz. Luckily for everyone involved though, he decides enough is enough.
Wow, who would have thought that would happen?
Yeah.
Because that just happened in that video.
I know, it was freaking... Oh, I was dying for like 10 minutes straight when I saw that. Especially all the little Thug Life videos they made of it. Oh man, I was dying. And all the memes that came out of it too.
Really? There were some memes about it? I didn't
Oh,
even
man.
know about it until you showed me like, I think a couple days ago.
Yeah.
About that video. It was so funny because I didn't think that was gonna happen, and after I watched that video, I ended up like through like Facebook and stuff. You
Yeah.
like see videos of like other them like actually legitly boxing kangaroos.
Yeah,
and
especially
stuff.
after what they said about kangaroos, that they're not even that friendly. That they actually like they're pretty killer.
Yeah, they're pretty mean, and I don't know if so. People are actually like getting super crazy on the guy for.
Yeah, for controversy for punching the kangaroo, but I mean, you gotta save your dog somehow. It's the best way I would react, that's for sure.
I think it's funny because I mean it's sad. I'm sorry, but it's funny because of the fact that So the kangaroo lets go of the dog.
Yeah.
The dog is gone.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's gone, but
Yeah.
he's out of there. He's not even in the picture frame or anything.
And the kangaroo
And,
is like
then they get into this Mortal Kombat stance. You know,
Yeah.
all you need is for them to say fight. you
Yeah.
know? And then you have a brawl. But yeah, the kangaroo lets the dog go.
Yeah.
And then the guy like stares at the kangaroo for like 3 seconds
Oh,
and then
man.
hits it right in the face. Kangaroo looks at him like, "Did you just really do that?"
I was like, only in Australia, man. Freaking, that's balls, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was a crazy video. I mean, obviously it wasn't C. I thought it was C. I thought the dog was gonna come back and do a fatality on both of them, but that didn't happen. Nobody was hurt, I guess. Maybe the kangaroo was a little bit. Maybe the
little
dog
shock
got.
and
So
stuff,
I don't know. But that was a funny video,
Yeah.
and that was around the net on what's happening. If you have anything that you want to show us, share it on our Facebook page. If it's funny, we're gonna put it on the show. It might not just be one. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5 videos that we share. So
Yeah.
that is cool. But let's switch gears. Speaking of what they might have filmed, or when they called for help, when that kangaroo was hurting that dog, we're going into the hottest and latest tech. And we're talking about a new phone that came out. I personally have never heard of it,
Yes.
but me and Eric, we're techies, and he's actually been on his game a lot more than I have been lately. Let's actually get into this
Yeah.
and talk a little bit.
It's the new OnePlus 3 with a T this time, because they released the 3 a few months back, and the 3T is now like a month old now, maybe even 3 weeks, and everyone's loving it. It's not just some gimmicky upgrade. It's actually pretty specced out. I mean, it's got the Snapdragon 821, not even the 820, and it has AMOLED display, 5.5 inch, which, I mean, I like smaller phones, but 5.5 isn't. It's livable. And it has two 16 megapixel cameras, one in the front and one in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So both of them. The face running camera is 16 megapixels as
Yeah,
well.
it's huge.
Oh, wow.
And it's a great upgrade from the one before, which I believe it was 8 megapixels.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it comes with gunmetal or gold, and it looks sexy. I mean, I think it looks better than an iPhone, personally. But
Yeah.
it also comes with an audio jack.
Oh, it does. An audio jack, since they're starting to get rid of those now. This phone is more for. Would you say this phone's more for a typical user? Could it be a typical user phone, or is it more for one of those, tech fanboys? Or
It's for sure more of a tech fanboy phone, but anyone could use it. It's simple. It's Android, which is the best.
you said it runs off of something else too, right?
Yes, CyanogenMod. Some people know about it, and it's like 2 operating systems almost together.
Oh, wow.
And
I don't think I've ever even heard of that before.
no, it's like pretty much a phone that's unlocked, and it comes with extra features that Android doesn't give you, which, I mean, Android already gives you a lot as it is. So it's pretty opened up to what you could do. It's very customizable. It's a neat phone. It has a 3400 milliamp battery, so it's gonna last you for a while. And I don't know, it just looks really nice.
So for all those Samsung and Apple fanboys,
Yeah.
would this phone steer those people to get it?
Yes, I think so. I believe so. Especially if you're literally looking for an audio jack. It has a very good high-tech, high-quality DAC in it, and it powers any even heavier, more power-hungry headphones. And it does a great job doing that. And since I've been hearing rumors that the S8 is not even going to have an audio jack either, so
Oh, wow.
we gotta
They
put
kind of
our
like,
foot down.
Samsung and Apple, they just follow each other? Because that's what I hate about this market is Samsung owns it. They're not even the creators of the Android software.
No.
But they basically own the Android market. And then you got, on the other hand, your, Apple and
Yeah.
all that following for eternity.
Yeah, I mean, their new slogan should be dongles or something, because you're gonna have to carrying extra stuff around.
Yeah, attach this, and then attach this, and then attach this, and then you got this super Frankenstein thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a Frankenstein, you ever see that commercial?
Which one?
The Apple commercial with Frankenstein, and it has nothing to do with the phone, but somehow they made a Merry Christmas thing. Anyways, this is off topic. Go look it up. It's weird, and that's kind of what they're doing with their phones now. But bottom line, phone's already out.
Yes, it's already out. It's right in time for the holidays.
What is the price for the phone, because this is what's going to sell people, and what benefits it over any other phone.
It is, like I said, it has all the same. It has some of the same specs, if not better, than iPhone and Samsung, and it's almost half the price. It is starts at $4, I think, and then $439 for the 128 gigabyte version. There's a 64 and 128 gigabyte. Sadly, no SD card, but with 128, I think it'll be solid.
Awesome. Speaking of some SD cards, cartridges, music. I don't know why I'm thinking about music with this, but there's a new trailer for a sequel coming out.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Is it just called Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Or?
I think it's called Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Volume 2.
They're trying to keep it...
And the only reason why I thought of... Yeah, they kind of like spaz things up a little bit, I felt.
80s.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. The cassette player,
Yeah.
you know, something I really like. I wish cassettes could come back.
Oh,
They're not,
Walkmans.
but cartridges might. But I personally am not too much of a superhero fan. I think that every time I watch them, it's about like... I swear, it's what actor or character can get the most jokes in at once, you know?
Yeah.
Like, everybody has to have a pun. Everyone has to have a catchphrase, and it's like, I just want to watch the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Guardians of the Galaxy was actually a good show to watch.
Yeah, I liked it because it started off as just a regular kid with a sick mother, and obviously it's sad. And he gets abducted. He's out in space, traveling around, and he's not even a superhero. He's more of a outlaw. And he's kind of a criminal, but he gets tangled up with a few other criminals, and they all come together and do great stuff. And this second version looks like it's going to be awesome too. I mean, in my opinion, I think this is probably the most my favorite Marvel movie is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Nice.
So I'm excited for the Volume 2.
Well, go ahead and check out this trailer right now.
Yep.
There are two types of beings in the universe. Those who dance and those who do not.
I get it, yes. I am a dancer, Gamora is not.
You just need to find a woman who is pathetic. Like you.
Thanks, buddy.
Do you need a hug?
No, I do not.
Oh, I thought I said no. You're welcome.
Pretty awesome trailer. Can't wait to go see it. I think it's going to be awesome. Like I said, I like it because of the cassettes. I think that is sweet that he always rocks the cassette, man. He's always listening to some, I mean...
The music's awesome, too. I love the soundtrack, the songs that they picked. I heard they did a great choice with the second one, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Speaking of music, there's new albums that just came out, and Eric actually got a first-hand review on what he thinks about them.
Yep, especially For Your Eyes Only, since I bought it. I've been a J. Cole fan since 2012. I really got into him. He's a great rapper, and I like what he talks about. I could relate with him with a lot of stuff. And this album, it was great. I love it. It's not a banger. It's not a go out to the club type of album. It's more of a reflection type of album. And that's what I like about him, because he really gets into your feelings a little bit, and he really makes you think about stuff, and makes you really self-love pretty much. And he even had controversy with this album too, because he had two beats. One of them, obviously, he actually did get permission from another rapper, Joey Badass. Some of you guys might know. And also he got another beat, which he, I guess, had owned it first, And then the producers got in a little argument. They're all like fighting, saying who took it from who first. And he took the beat from Bryson Tiller, but it was actually Bryson Tiller took it from him. And so he just released it, said fuck it. And now there's a controversy going around, but it's awesome. Both songs are awesome, but they're both different.
So what makes... Okay, so like, here's the problem with today's generation, the kids. What are the kids listening to now? People don't really care about what it says as long as it has a good beat, and maybe it has a verse that's 10 seconds long, not even 10 seconds, like 5 seconds long, and they can listen to it and they like it, even if it's about doing drugs and getting laid and blah, 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 blah. That's what the kids care about. But obviously, this is different. What makes these albums different to what's garbage we have out in the world?
I mean, look, I know people like it, people getting mad. Oh, yeah, and obviously it's true. Music is universal. There's no good and there's no bad, but you can't just keep listening to like club anthems and repetitive stuff. It's good to sit down. It's like reading a book pretty much with these guys, because they put a lot of wordplay. They actually have meaning towards the music. They have a meaning behind the music, and they really make you reflect, and they really make you think about what's going on around the world.
Cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I love what he's doing. I love what he's been doing. He's awesome. Another album, completely different from J. Cole, is Ab-Soul's, and he's with TDE. So you guys know Kendrick. You know Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
He's part of them. Their group is called Black Hippie.
Okay.
And he's awesome. He's also very, very big word player. He has second meanings in everything. He'll say one thing, but he's meaning a different thing. And you really got to listen.
You got to read between the lines with this? Or?
Yeah. So you really got to think back and forth what he's really saying. So he has double meaning in everything, which is crazy for him, because it's hard to really understand what he's saying at first. But when you go back again, it's like, oh, dang. It's like a mind fuck. Yeah. So it's awesome. He's awesome. I've always liked him too. His album is completely different from his. It's also not a club banger, but it's really dark. It has like a really dark feeling to it. It's a little longer. It's maybe too long for me, but I loved it still.
Oh yeah.
And compared to J. Cole's, because J. Cole's is like less than an hour.
Being dark, I mean, am I gonna go home and like cut myself dark?
Nah. It's just dark. It's like makes you feel a little sad, because he's had a sad past life too.
Yeah.
And he also talks about his life a lot. But it's he kind of does a little more drugs. So it's kind of that type of dark. He's got, like I said, he's gone through struggles. His girlfriend died.
Yeah. And
he's been talking about that. And anyone that's gone through that could relate to him a lot.
Yeah.
And they've been both, it's been like over 2 years since they both dropped an album, so they're very anticipated. Everyone's happy. The fans were happy. Did you see that meme about the Sandy Hotel?
Sandy Hotel.
Yeah, I guess some people didn't like the J. Cole album because they thought it was too slow for them. And they put up a meme on Twitter. And they said if J. Cole's album's putting you to sleep, to come stay at Sandy. I was like, wow, are you serious? Yeah, I'm a big fan, so I was like a little triggered. And but it's pretty funny. Yeah, it's funny. It's just...
This guy's like the meme king. He's the one that does all of our memes on our website. Eric Mateo is right here. Let's ask one more question about the albums. I think you were telling me something about a documentary.
Oh, yeah. J. Cole dropped a little documentary. It was a Tidal exclusive at first, Jay-Z's company. Obviously, he's Rock Nation. So it was there for like 4 days. And then, obviously, it got leaked. And then a little short after that, it got on YouTube for us patient ones. And it was cool. If you're a big fan, you'll probably like it. If you're not a big fan, you probably won't bother even looking at it. It's just how artists get together, how different instrument players get together and make beats. It's like the whole raw experience. It's really cool, and there's 2 music videos in it too. Which the controversial False Prophets, which he's kind of... People were saying is taking jabs at Kanye West because it came like at the most perfect time when Kanye West went crazy, canceled his tour, went into the mental hospital for a little bit.
I'm wrong with that guy, man.
Yeah.
There's something always been wrong with Kanye West,
Yeah.
though. Like, he's never been all there.
Yeah, but I mean,
and
at first he was-
Kardashians aren't all there either, so I guess
Yeah.
they work out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I liked him at first. He was really
Yeah, he used to be
conscious.
big back in high school,
Yeah,
wasn't
back
it?
in our high school days.
Yeah.
2010, 2009. He was awesome. I mean, he made conscious rap too. He had a meaning to everything, and now he's taken a different route with his music, but it's still listenable. I like some of his albums, but it's not what he used to be, and I think that has something to do with whatever they gave him. Something Hollywood water. I don't know.
Yeah, see, this is now we're going into some like controversy, conspiracy stuff, which we're actually gonna get into later in the show. But another thing I wanted to ask is if you had to pick which album was better, could you?
I can't really say.
Nobody's gonna kill you.
I'm a little biased. Like I said, I'm a big J. Cole fan. He's been my favorite since 2012. So I lean on his, but I like Absol too. He's great. He's very underrated, I think, because only other rapper that people say could be better than Kendrick is Absol.
Okay.
But his last album was kind of a bit of a flop, and but I think he made it up with this one. That's for sure. It's awesome. I'm gonna say J. Cole, but I know people love Absol, and I loved it too. It's just as awesome.
Another thing, personally, do you go out and physically buy the albums?
Yes, I'm old school, so I still love buying CDs. I just love the feeling of that you actually bought a physical copy of it. I mean, it comes with a booklet. You know, they put pictures. They put their sweat and tears in that. And just buying the digitals is not for me.
I was gonna say, like, you know, don't be doing that pirating, kids. But I remember when we were,
the
LimeWire and all that. Viruses, computers were shut down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, don't do that. Go buy the album. Support your artists,
Yeah,
right?
My whole computer's a potato now.
Cool. So let's go more into some of MCE spills, and we're actually going to discuss dreading politics, yes, and we're going to talk about Trump and how he is now our president, pretty much, like it or not, and we're going to talk about how he's doing in his cabinet, and do you think he's going to be keeping his word to what his people voted him for?
Personally, I know I'm Mexican, so I don't think the wall is going to be made. It might be made, it might not.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be a big discussion, and there's going to be controversy for it too. No one's going to want the wall. No one really wants to spend that type of money on the wall, even if they decide somehow Mexico pay for it.
Well, here's the thing with Trump supporters. I didn't vote for Trump, nor did I Hillary Clinton. But the thing with Trump supporters is they wanted something different. And if they voted Hillary, they wouldn't be getting different. They would be getting a carryover to Obama. And they're scared and they're in fear. They vote for Trump. Trump says that one thing I thought decent of Trump is how he wanted to get rid of the corrupt and rigged.
Drain the swamp.
With Wall Street and all that. And I mean, the whole building a wall, people are so concerned, and I look at it as like, he's not going to be able to do that anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's stuff that it can't happen. It's unrealistic. So, I mean, to vote him is like, nothing's going to happen.
Exactly.
To vote Hillary, who knows what would happen.
Yeah. And I think that's the main thing that people were holding against him was the whole wall thing, the whole him being xenophobic and all this stuff. But I think he really is a low-key liberal. Like, he's been nice. He's never really been into crazy controversy until he actually ran for office. I mean, I'm not a fan of him after what he said. It was pretty dumb, but he got in, and either way, he still made a promise, and I actually kind of like the slogan a little bit, "Make America Great Again."
Let's talk about his cabinet, though.
His cabinet,
he says that he's gonna take out Wall Street. He's gonna fight Wall Street. I am an avid Bernie Sanders supporter, so don't blame me on what happened in the election because I did not vote neither of the two. Because to me, it didn't make sense to vote for a lesser evil. If you believe that you have to vote for one of them for your vote to count, you are wrong, because voting for a lesser evil just because you don't want somebody else to win is a wasted vote. It legitimately is a wasted vote. So, yeah, I've never even met a Hillary Clinton supporter, to be honest with you. I've met a couple of Trump supporters. I just think it's weird on how this happened. But speaking of his cabinet, I don't know. A little bit of Bernie Sanders' strive comes through me every once in a while. But speaking of his cabinet, he is getting multi-million and billionaires in his cabinet. He's supposed to be taking out Wall Street.
Exactly.
But it looks like he's not.
Yeah, so it's kind of scary. It's not looking good right now. And it's hard to tell, hard to predict what's going to happen. But I think it's just pretty much step up for the ride. And
this is the thing. We could either strap up for the ride, see what happens, you know, who knows, a nuke can hit us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or we can go out and do something about it.
Exactly.
You know, that's the thing, like, the elections are over, but doesn't mean we can't go out and try to make, you know, what America really is about. You know, and it's not about a bunch of racists, and it's not about a bunch of,
It's just,
you know.
Yeah, I think this just the whole media also kind of dividing us, trying to purposely
Oh, man,
divide
the
us.
media was...
Because, I mean, I'm lean more on the liberal side, but some of the stuff that liberals do really I don't agree with sometimes. And same with the conservatives. I kind of agree on some of the stuff they say. Not everything's perfect. They're a little too far right and a little too far left.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like, I'm not going to vote or be loyal to a certain party.
Exactly.
You know, for the longest time, I said I was a Democrat.
Yeah,
Towards this election, I was registered as a Democrat. I voted as a Democrat. I didn't vote for a Democrat because I didn't want to vote Hillary or Trump. And I was this close to writing Bernie Sanders' name in, but I didn't. I ended up going for a third party, you know, because I wanted to vote for somebody, even if they didn't have a chance. And I knew they didn't have a chance. I wanted to vote for somebody that had a good conscience. That, you know, in my good conscience, I'm voting for somebody that believes what I believe in. Why would I vote for somebody that is
not going to benefit us?
Yeah, why would I do that? Because I'm afraid? You know?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I think it's weird that that's how people looked at it. And honestly, if we can change that and literally just vote for who you want,
Yeah.
you know, and if you really wanted Trump, then congratulations, he won. So, but let's go into something that, like, me and Eric have always really, really been involved in, and this kind of goes into the politics thing a little bit. We're talking about the media, and we're talking about how with Hillary, I mean, the media was Hillary Clinton's best friend.
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, they made her look perfect almost.
And I think that's what screwed her over, because they painted this perfect picture, and then people came out and voted for Trump and didn't vote for Hillary.
And that's the funny thing about that too, is that, like, all these big media's channels were saying that Hillary was gonna kill it. Hillary was gonna just run all over Trump.
And every poll was wrong.
Yeah, it was like really all Hillary, and they were wrong.
I think they're wrong because, like I said, they're painting this picture. The media, when candidates are taking money from the media, when candidates are taking money from corporates, and they're doing an idea of, look, if we take this money behind closed doors, obviously they're gonna do what the corporates want.
Or the legal way.
What Wall Street wants, right? So Hillary Clinton raises all this money.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't tell you about Goldman Sachs and what her speech was about, or about what the oil companies. I mean, obviously she's not going to want to get rid of, or, you know, look for a better way besides oil, because she's getting paid by them.
Yeah. You think those speeches are worth that much money?
Yeah.
She's moving stuff around.
She's moving stuff around, and me and Eric are really we believe in some conspiracies and stuff, and that's what we're actually going to go into. We're actually going to go in to something with, I think it's about the Clintons, right?
Yes, they're actually the Podesta, which was Hillary Clinton's like right hand man, pretty much. They found some leaked emails when Hillary WikiLeaks got into all the emails, and they found out that Podesta was having a few conversations with other politicians, and they were using these weird code words, and they're kind of creepy, because they're talking a lot about pizza. I mean, it's Pizzagate. And,
Yeah, this
I don't know if you guys have heard
conspiracy
about
is
it.
called Pizzagate.
I don't know if you guys heard of it. You guys should probably check it out a little bit more deep into it. But it's creepy because they found emails of him and others talking about pizza, and they like literally makes no sense at all. They like have code words for everything. So like pizza means like little girl, I think. Cheese means girl, I think. It all has
So it's
meanings,
like coding
second
it.
meanings, yeah. And the way they're talking about it makes absolutely no sense. And the pizza place that they go to is called Comet Ping Pong, and it's a pizza shop that's really close in DC, really close to the White House. I guess this is where they have some other meetings. Some videos were leaked and some photos from the owner, which is Alefantis, and he has some awkward, creepy pictures on his Instagram of a little girl taped up to a table. Another like newborn baby, 4 months old, had looked like euros to me in the baby's mouth.
Was the baby alive?
Yeah, he was alive. This is what made it
that's
kinda
not
creepy.
funny. I don't know.
But yeah, it's really awkward. It's really weird, and they got like even the comments on there.
So
are
what's
kinda
this have to
awkward.
do with the Clintons then? What? Because basically, where's this going is the Clintons are involved with like some child trafficking.
Child trafficking, yeah. So they're thinking maybe, I mean, not to think the worst, but it looks nasty, and they might be doing some other stuff with the kids in this shop.
Yeah, and see,
and people are getting mad. People have been going to that place and trying to investigate for themselves because no one else is doing anything about it.
And it's just like this little pizza shop.
Exactly, it's a little pizza shop, and there's other bigger conspiracy saying that they're connected to other stores because they're all on the same road, same street, and even the signs that are like for the FBI has for sex trafficking are part of the logos on the shops, and that's what makes it creepy because they're giving this owner of a pizza shop a lot of money. I think one of them was like $10,000 donations, and just for a kid's pizza place.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, me and Eric, we've been into this conspiracy stuff, UFOs, aliens, all that kind of stuff for a long time. So we're weird. Yeah, we're open-minded. Anything we say, you don't have to take it literal. You don't have to take it all in. You're an adult. You're mature. You can
do your research.
You can research. You can say you agree with this and you don't agree with that, and come up with your own, outlook on it. Yeah. But when it comes to conspiracies, I think they all connect in some way, whether even with music, the Illuminati, all that crap. I know now we sound like these crazy people.
Tinfoil hats on and everything. And we'll probably try to get deeper into it. Maybe in the next show we'll talk more about it, keep an update on it. You guys could even go to the Comet Ping Pong website and click on heavy breathing. There's a weird button that says heavy breathing. You click on it and it takes you to this weird, awkward spot on the website. I mean, you guys should check it out. Anyone can do it.
Go check it out. Maybe we'll even post it on our Facebook. Facebook page. But anyways, yeah, that's weird. We'll continue to do conspiracies on the show, and if you have any that you know of, feel free to always share it on our page, because we are always happy to find new ones. We have so many lined up for this show.
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty fun. But let's go ahead. Finally, the time has come.
Yep.
We're not only giving away the $100 Best Buy gift card, but we're giving away one of these t-shirts and an MCE snapback. And here it is. Here they are. They're in here. Look, let's shuffle them up a little bit. Who will the winner be?
Everyone's got
Again, there's over 100 participants in here. 102 to be exact. We're going to have Eric pull the name.
All right.
And then I'll confirm it. All right.
All right, you guys ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, and it is Brittany Bitlion?
Brittany Bedellin. Brittany Bedellin.
Well, congrats to you.
Congrats to you. You have won the $100 MCE gift card. Bedellin. Bettllyon? This must be my...
He can't even read his own.
Anyways, we will look you up on Facebook and we'll contact you. That way we can ship out the gift card. we can ship out
The shirt.
the shirt and the
And the
MCE. Yeah, and the MCE snapback. Thank you guys for participating. It really means a lot. The winner right here. Look at that. Here. Maybe we'll zoom in, you know, when I go edit this. We'll just go zoom that in and we'll figure it. So, cool. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and wrap up the show, huh?
All right, yeah. Follow us on Facebook at Media Crossover and on Twitter at Media_Crossover, as well as change your following option tab on the Facebook to see first to get all of our stuff updated to you first.
Also, make sure to catch the show live on our Facebook page every Tuesday as the crossover airs through Facebook Live at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, as our MCE block of programming will air throughout the day leading up to the show, this show. I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Until then, this is Eric Mateos, and I'm Jesse Valdez, plugging you into everything that matters.